Hello, welcome back to HLS Crypto. My name is Dan. Let me just move this out the way. So, how much will 10k Gala be worth by 2025? If you remember a couple of days ago, I made a video about the certain levels of Quant, Gala, and H bar, and we did what it would be like with 100k of Gala, H bar, 100 Quant, and then 10 Quant, 10k Gala, 10k H bar. So we're going to break this down. So if you remember the previous video, go back and watch that if you want. It's not relevant in terms of you don't have to, but if you do go back and watch that, this will make maybe slightly more sense. So today we'll break down the layering out of Gala for 10k and 100k levels. So firstly, let's take a quick look at Gala because I think Gala is so undervalued. I know there was a lot of FUD regarding the version 2 tokens and things like that. For me, that's been resolved to a certain extent. I don't see this being a massive issue. And yeah, obviously there is a release of tokens. But here's Gala Games, which is one of the revenue streams that Gala are going to have. Now, I'm going to scroll down because there's something I want to show you here. Yeah, obviously this is quite important as well. Nodes. So more than 16,000 player-run nodes power our ecosystem. Now, you can get a node. I think they're slightly expensive, though. Not well, they are for me. I mean, they may not be for you. I would suggest if you want a node, do a bit of research into that. I think there's someone circular soaring out there, which again, bell end neighbors. But as you go down here, there's something that I want you to see. So Eric Schiermeyer, who's the CEO of Gala Games, has said that I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think this was literally the next phase of the internet. Everything that touches ownership is going to be affected by what's happening here. Art and music and everything that has a digital life is going to be touched by this. Anything that you thought was digital, that you thought you owned, but didn't really own, that's what's about to be revolutionized. Now, a lot of the time, I don't know if anyone's familiar with things like FIFA and things like that. When you're playing on FIFA on a PlayStation, I don't play games anymore, so I'm in this for the revenue, not the gameplay itself. But when people played FIFA and stuff, they were putting a lot of money into coins. They were buying coins to build a better team, things like that. It's probably the same in NBA basketball games or whatever, or Madden maybe. I don't know. I don't play those, but I imagine it's something similar to that. So the EA were getting a massive revenue stream. Well, so that's why I think this is really important, because you now actually, when you buy these things on the game, you own them. They can become a store of value. They can go up in value, and you can sell them. Whereas before, if you got like a Lionel Messi coin, yeah, maybe you could sell that Lionel Messi card. But some milestones I think we should look at. $3 million was their most expensive NFT sold. They've now got 90 plus team members, which I think is like expanding all the time. 26,000 total NFT sold. But the thing that I want to show you the most is this bit here, the monthly active users. 1.3 monthly active users. That's a lot of users. Then you've got obviously Gala Music, which is, Snoop Dogg's on there, but he's involved with a lot of things, but he's on there. It's probably going to take a little bit too long to load. I'll try Gala Films, which is another thing that I think is really interesting. Gala Film. There's actually a film on here that I want to see. It looks pretty good. Where are we? No, I don't think it's going to load. But these are the different streams. So you've got Gala Music, Gala Games, and you've got Gala Film. My internet's far too slow, I think, to generate that kind of more than one tab open at a time. So I need to have a rethink about my provider, maybe. So the previous all-time high for Gala is 83 cents. And today, 10,000 Gala is $236. So that's not that much. I mean, you should be able to come into the market and get 10k Gala. 100k Gala, though, slightly more challenging, obviously, $2,360. But we're going to layer this out. So let's layer this out. Based on the 10k Gala, if you do 2.5k at 71 cents, you're looking at 1,775 back, 2.5k at 89 cents is $2,225. 2.5k at $1.11, $2,775, and 2.5k at $1.24 is $3,100. So $9,875. I mean, you can get riskier. You can play around with these numbers and targets. It's more to give you a reasonable price prediction with layering out strategy mindset. So the way I look at this is that we've got these price targets that we've got here, but they can change. You might want to do 0.69 cents. You might want to do the dollar as your next layer. You might want to go even safer with your first three. You could even layer this out into five, and have, 2K at each interval and layer out, and then use your last 2K at Gala to maybe go for what you think the all-time high is likely to be in the 2025 bull run. Now, these are just an idea, so you can play around with these numbers the best you want. You can set your targets how you want, but this is kind of an example of where I'd be kind of looking to do it. So for the 100K, then yeah, obviously just add a zero. 25K at 71 cents, 89 cents, $1.11, $1.24. So obviously the numbers we've seen before, add a zero. So total would be $98,875, which is superb for a $2 and a bit thousand investment. You're talking big money. And this can only be, this is like obviously in a diversified portfolio. So this would be one of your plays. So to get that kind of return from one of your coins, and you've got 5, 8, 10, then you can see where this can start ramping up. So in 2025, I think Gala will easily surpass its all-time high. I genuinely do. I think it can hit $1.50 in my opinion, but I won't be holding for that. As I've shown you here, take profits. The biggest bit of advice that anyone can ever give you on any crypto YouTube channel would be to take profits. A lot of people, they may say to hold for $2, maybe $5. I just don't see that being what's going to happen. But if you believe it is, then just only put a small percentage to try and ride them bigger gains, because it'll be a big amount if you hit them goals anyway. I think it's better to get safe, get in and get out. Get out with money that's going to actually affect your quality of living, your lifestyle. Make sure you get in with the money you actually need to get out with. Be clear on what your goal is. You're going to have targets. Be really clear on what they are, because a lot of people will come in and they'll look at it. They'll see the portfolio ramping up like we all did in 2021 and think, oh no, it'll go again. It's up only. And then the crash comes and then it's not. So it is really important to just try and get that idea of what you want. And when you achieve that, take the profits at each interval. Don't go holding on, because the reality is you hold your full bag up, you're probably going to hold it all the way down, sell it at the price that you maybe bought it at, or even less, which is worst case scenario, because that's a disaster, given the fact that what you could have had. And then you'll have that horrible, the unrealized gains kind of, feeling. And that's shit. Believe me, don't go down that route. So anyway, that was a little quick update. We'll do another one, obviously, regarding, I think, quant we need to do next, regarding how we're going to layer quant out. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you all today. We've had some great comments on the channel. The subscribers keep going up, so that's brilliant. If you did enjoy this video, then please take the time to subscribe, hit the like button, comment on your predictions about Gala. How do you see Gala going in the future? And take care, and we'll see you tomorrow.